My friend turned my private trauma into content, so I exposed her in her own comments. I did not realize I was the main character of my friend's story until I heard my own life coming out of her mouth, with a different name and better lighting. For context, I am 22, she is 23. I will call her Lacey. We met at 19 working in the same mall store during that weird limbo after high school when everyone pretends they have a plan, but nobody actually does. Back then, Lacey did not care about social media at all. She was the type who would post once every 4 months and vanish. I was the one who liked editing, little aesthetic videos, that stuff. I was not huge or anything, but I had a tiny TikTok where I posted story time sometimes. A few got like 50,000, 80,000 views. Nothing crazy, but it felt cool. Then one day, mid-pandemic boredom, Lacey decided she wanted to try it too. At first it was innocent. She made little dance videos, a couple memes, random sounds. Then she found her niche, storytime drama. She was good at it. Her voice was animated, she knew how to pause just long enough. She knew where to put text on the screen so people would finish watching. She did stories about co-workers, dates, roommate drama. Some were exaggerated, some were clearly embellished, but whatever. It was entertainment. In the beginning she asked me for help. How to edit, what hashtags to use, how to find sounds. I liked helping. We would sit on my bed, edit together, and she would joke that I was her unpaid manager. Then her videos started to blow up. Not micro-viral. Real viral. Millions sometimes. Her follower count went from under 1,000 to 300,000 in like 6 months. She got brand emails. Small ones, but still. She started saying things like, my audience and content schedule. And she meant it. I was happy for her. Genuinely. I made her graphics, gave her ideas, even told her she should start a YouTube channel, not just TikTok. She did. It grew slower, but it grew. The first crack happened over something tiny. We were in my room, and I was telling her about something that happened with my dad. My parents divorced when I was 12. It was ugly. My dad moved out of state, started a new family, and basically dropped me. A year ago, he suddenly came back into contact through a random Facebook message. It messed me up. I told Lacey about one specific thing. He had taken me out for coffee to catch up, then spent the entire time talking about his new stepkids like I was some old school friend. Then, at the end, he asked if I could help him with a GoFundMe because one of the stepkids broke their arm and money was tight. I went home and cried, not because of the money, but because in the whole conversation he never once apologized for disappearing. Not once. I told that to Lacey. I was crying a little while I talked. She hugged me, said my dad was trash, did all the right friend noises. Then she said, half joking, that is such a wild story though. My audience would eat that up. I froze. She laughed. I am kidding, she added quickly. Obviously, too personal. I laughed weakly too, wiped my face, and we changed the subject. Except she was not kidding. A week later I was scrolling and her new video popped up on my For You page. The title text at the top said, Storytime. My ex-deadbeat dad came back after 10 years.